is my honor today to introduce to you Governor Pat Quinn. You can read in his bio, as I did, his strong commitment to social justice. When he was elected in 2010, his first goal was to put ethical leadership back in the State House in Illinois, and he saw a part of that, integral, a part of that was to improve the lives of people with developmental disabilities and make sure that they had the right to live an ordinary American life as we all expect. When the great Thomas Jefferson wrote the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal," repeat that with me. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Many historians think that what he meant was, we white male landowners in the United States are equal to the landowners in England. But he really meant all men are created equal. What people don't know is that his sister Elizabeth, who was 2 years younger than he, experienced pretty profound disabilities herself. Intellectual disabilities, probably in today's age would be identified as autistic, kept him from engaging in government in the Continental Congress because he was engaged in supporting his sister at home and allowing her to participate in their life. It's easy to forget that the father of that statement really meant inclusion of all people, and we here are celebrating the fact that this wave of inclusion is finally becoming a reality in every state in the United States, and finally becoming a reality through the work of people like Governor Pat Quinn, who I will not stand in your way to hear from him shortly. Appreciate that for a moment. Governor, I want to introduce to you TASH. These are people who have spent their lives creating community options, creating community participation, creating the possibility of the very things that you're trying to achieve in the state of Illinois. Sir, these are your people. And as Gandhi said, I'm sure there are people in the room, Anne, Lou, Wayne, you remember when the world ignored the message of TASH. The world said, no, you don't mean those people can't live in the community. And you said, yes, they can, and we'll show you how. And it's been a long road to show what's possible. We still have parents who in their hearts don't know what's possible and haven't seen how their life will change and how their son or daughter's life will change, or their brother or sister's life. And we still want to find those times. But as Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they fight you, then you win.
Thank you. I want to welcome everyone to Illinois. Our weather is not like this every single day of the year, but you can hopefully wish for a better day. I was in Washington, D.C. yesterday. They had a snow alert. We looked out the window. There was no snow, but the entire federal government was given the day off, and they didn't have school. So for those of us who are in a different climate, we're used to the snow and even the cold, but most of the time Chicago's weather is like San Diego, so this is an exceptional day. And I do want to thank the organization, TASH. I was reading about the history of your great group coming together some years ago, I think 35 years ago, on behalf of a cause you believe in. As Margaret Mead said, the strongest force on earth is when thoughtful, committed people band together for a cause they believe in. And we just heard the names of Mandela and Thomas Jefferson and let's see, who was the other one? Gandhi, oh yes. That's a pretty good combination. But here you are in the land of Lincoln. That's Abraham Lincoln, and our state was the home of Abraham Lincoln. He was elected president from Illinois. And his Gettysburg Address that he delivered in 1863, a little more than 150 years ago, on November 19th, we just celebrated its 150th anniversary. Lincoln said, very similar to what Jefferson said years before, 47 years ago, that our nation is conceived in liberty, and it's dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. And in accepting this award today, it's really on behalf of all the people in our state who really believe in making sure that everyone is in and no one is left out. That's really what our mission is. I know that's your mission, a mission of inclusion. And we did have serious challenges when I became governor in Illinois. We were the most institutionalized state in the union, and some very powerful organizations and forces wanted to maintain that. And we've taken that on. We have still a ways to go, but we've been able to close down a number of institutions and really rebalance in favor of community care and inclusion, an opportunity for everybody to have choice and liberty and an opportunity to live out their skills and their abilities and their ideas to the fullest extent of their ability. As was mentioned, I signed a bill this past summer for employment first. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to get a good job at a decent wage and to have that opportunity of independence through earning a living on something that they feel strongly about, a good job. And we also have, in our rebalancing initiative, been able to invest in community care. And during our State of the State address this past year, I asked Eddie Fleming, who is from our state and who was in an institution for 10 years in Jacksonville, Illinois. But when we closed Jacksonville's State Operated Development Center, well, Eddie had a chance to live in his own community of Springfield and his own group living opportunity. He had an opportunity to sit on his own porch, play his own guitar, walk around the neighborhood, and eat breakfast when he wanted to, and dinner and lunch the same way. And it seems to me that those kind of fundamental liberties, those freedoms that we take too often for granted, it's important that we make sure that we tear down the walls of segregation, tear down walls of discrimination, and tear down any barriers or obstacles to full participation, whether it's in education, which is very important, or in daily life. So that's what we're doing here in Illinois, and we are very grateful that your organization came here. It's important that we continue to work together. There are many things we can do together. We have a very large state here in Illinois with 13 million people. We've had a few presidents who have been elected from Illinois, not only Abraham Lincoln, but our current president, Barack Obama, who is committed to our mission. And I think it is important that we understand that person-centered community living, an opportunity to be fully part of society to the best of your abilities, to have an opportunity to participate, that's the essence of the American dream. And that's what we have to work together on behalf of all the people of Illinois who are committed to our mission. I want to thank you for your commitment over these many years. I will definitely take this award really on behalf of all the people of Illinois who believe, as we all do, that everybody is in and nobody is left out. Thank you very much.